Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be painting the back of the boat. There's not a whole lot to talk about except for the fact that Bert and I are, I've not actually used all grit before. I've never we had a guy, Mike Strickland, who he was our camera guy. He's also our painter. He's the guy who handled all the paint. So I never painted with all grit before. And Bert has, but he's not. Bert is, how can I put this lightly, a terrible painter. He's not the top coat guy. So the two of us are going to try to do it, and we'll see what results we get. Hopefully it's not going to suck. So let's go give it a try. Some of you may be wondering, why is Bert always working on the back of the boat and then I am the guy who comes in and does the acetone? Well, it's in the name, because my ass is toned.
There you go.
That's what it is.
I'm always the guy working on the boat.
Well, the more I learn, the closer I get to becoming that guy.
Well, there'll be that day that I have to say, yeah, you got it.
I mean, I sanded all these little edges. I mean,
there you go.
Granted, you did all of that, but I got like that much.
Now, Mike says it's important to wipe one direction.
Just one. Okay.
On your final clean, he says wipe one direction.
Okay.
And Mike is the paint guru, so.
No, yeah, no.
And me,
if that's what he says.
I am not.
If whatever Mike says. That's what I'll do.
When it comes to
I'll wipe down the whole thing. Okay, so I'm gonna stop calling them dumb questions. They're just questions that I should know the answer to that I just never asked before. But the two-part primer that I put on this, we sand that primer down. I thought primer's job was to get to have the surface be ready for paint.
It is
already. So
but
we don't do that with house primer.
Is what we're doing, because you're not putting it on with the primer being still tacky, the primer's already cured. So what we're doing is we sand the orange peel off. You'll notice they had an orange peel texture, so we sand the orange peel off. Now by rights, see all those spots that are shining through that primer's not on?
Yeah.
Mike would have a heart attack on those areas because they don't have, but I'm thinking the paint's gonna cover it anyway. Plus, once we get it all painted, we're going to repaint it anyway.
Right.
So Mike would say, no, don't do that. You got to prime those spots. Me, good enough. That's why I'm not the top coat man.
Well,
all things shiny is not me.
Mike, don't watch this one.
Yeah, so we're going to be fine. He'll bitch and complain about it, but he should have been here.
Too late, man.
There you go.
It's probably already seafoam green by now.
Yeah. If we had a paint shaker. How's that?
Well, you're standing in the shadow.
So Dad, you screwed up. Now, if we had one of them Harbor Freight paint shakers. Now, if we had one of them Harbor Freight paint shakers.
You got one right there.
Oh, there you go. Well, I didn't come from Harbor Freight, but, maybe I look like I did.
40.
The other way.
This way?
Yep.
Tall. So I was watching this morning. I was going back through and rewatching some like the Van Neistat Spirited Man videos. I
Yep.
love those videos. Van Neistat is an absolute hero. But he's got like the 10 shop rules,
Yeah.
you know? I think I'm gonna like put them on a board and hang them up in the garage. How's is the paint?
It's fine. It's
Right.
pretty stiff on the bottom, but we stir it up here. So on his lid here, he's got 2 parts paint, 1 part converter.
Okay.
So if we do 2 ounces of paint,
1 ounce of converter.
1 ounce of converter, and this stuff goes a long, long way.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna get my seat, which is my best good. Get a good shot of that. That's my overhauled bucket. It's actually a Surehold rope bucket. Guys over at Surehold printed this up for us, so they're not sponsoring this episode, but they did give us this bucket. These things are awesome. Thank you, Surehold. This is gonna be my best good seat. Alrighty. We'll probably do a review of that bucket at some point. And you're thinking, hey, how could you review a bucket? It's a bucket. This is YouTube, man. You can find reviews for anything here. Perfect.
I think our induction time is
Quick.
10 minutes.
Oh, wow, okay. Ooh. Ah, look at that. All right, that's a good bucket.
Now get it wet.
Get it
and then
real
pull it,
wet,
and then
like-
roll it back on those bumps.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay,
Keep rolling it. Just roll it. Now,
now go.
try it out. Start top, come down.
One direction?
It don't matter. You're gonna roll up and
Okay.
so you get a feel for it.
All right.
Roll them bubbles out. Yep. Let that paint make it flow, and just watch for
Drifts.
runs. That's all you
Yeah.
and just keep rolling them, and then keep chasing them away. Once you get that whole thing painted,
Yeah.
let's come back and roll it again,
Okay.
but slower on the roll. See if that eliminates the bubbles. And you're wrapping around to the green, right?
I'm going over top of the green a little bit.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Looks good.
That's it.
You're totally covered, right?
For cover, yeah, but I'm still, like, there's little bubbles.
There's going to be, but they'll pop. I mean, just a light roll.
I'm going as light as I can.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah, there's definitely a fine line between like making more bubbles and then
Yeah.
popping the bubbles. It's a very,
a very
there's a
yeah.
reason why Mike is the guy that does this. You know, I'm getting really OCD about it.
All right, so I would say if you like it, leave it alone.
You don't like it? See, now I'm
See,
doubting myself.
stop it.
Okay.
Now, this is where you need to say, okay.
Okay. All right. All right.
Now, how much paint do we got in that pan? You want to paint the top of the table? We'll set the table on top of the thing and paint the table.
Cool. Let's do that. So
Eyeball.
does this have to dry like overnight?
Yes,
Okay. And then we do coat 2 tomorrow
if we need to. Yes.
if we need to, or if we just got it done in one, because I'm just that good.
Yes.
No. That is one thing I will say about filming in this specific location. Whenever this channel gets enough subscribers to get a budget, are we gonna get a drill press? Are we gonna get a tool? No. We're gonna get a nice little scrim to put right here so that way it's like diffused light and it's not this half in, half out nonsense, because that is a pain in the butt. But we'll get there one day. One day. So, if you'd like to see us with more even lighting, please subscribe. That would be great. We would love that.
I like it.
I don't know.
That's good.
It's good?
It's gonna be.
Frickin' Picasso right here.
Yeah.
Look at me. Get out of the way, Mike. Okay, so me and Bert did another couple of coats here on the back of the boat, and I don't know if it's gonna show up here on the GoPro. I'll try to get it close, but that is just awful. That is just probably here, maybe you can see, I mean, there's drips, there's runs, there's dry spots. That's me doing this. This is me trying to paint the back of a boat. And that is just the worst thing I've ever seen. So, and that's really bumming me out. So, I'm gonna sand it off. Oh, I went into the darkness here. I'm gonna sand it off, and we're actually gonna have our friend Mike Strickland, who he was in another episode. He actually runs now the whole paint department at Will's Custom Yachts, a really nice high-end like custom. Keep going in the shade. Custom yacht place here down in Florida. So he is going to come over later on today and paint the back of the boat for us. He's probably going to tell us how much of an awful job we did, but hopefully I can cover some of our mistakes and sand them all off before he can see them. So I'm going to set the camera up and just go and do that.
Fourth coat of all grip on the back of this boat.
Yeah.
The last one was it went on. It was looking good. We were in the shade here, and I'm like, okay, that's going to be fine. So we were sitting here drinking a beer after we got it done, and I looked over at it, and I'm like, ooh, whoa.
So you didn't have to go too far to see Niagara Falls then?
No, it was right there. It's like, ha-ha. Okay, I would wipe down that transom because I had already wiped it down. You want me to wipe it down?
Of course.
Okay, I'd be more than happy to do that. I'll show you how I do it.
You can't mess that up.
I'll show you how I do it. Now, if you do it the way that I do it, no tack rag needed. None.
I ain't saying nothing. He missed half the transom.
No, I didn't miss half the transom.
2/3 of it.
No, I got all the transom, sir. All of it.
How about the top of it?
I already got that. I went
I didn't see that.
like that. How much reduce you? Oh, you could do
30%.
30%. Acu for?
Oh no, I'm gonna use the.
Oh, the graduated lines. Look at you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, if we can get this transom to roll out with no runs in it, or with minimal runs, I'll be happy with that.
Me too. Because I won't have to be back here tomorrow and we do it.
Let me know if and when you need a fresh
If you can roll and tip, I can drink beer. I know, I already went over it. Cut.
Okay, so we finished painting the back of the boat. Here's a picture of what it looks like, and you can see there's little bugs in the boat because we finished painting in the evening, and the paint was just tacky enough to let all the mosquitoes get up on that paint, but that's fine. We'll buff it out. Essentially, the boat's done. It is ready to put the bracket on it, and once we do that, get the steering hooked up, we can hang this engine and get it back in the water. The only other thing I think we need to do is drain some scupper holes, but that'll be a whole nother episode. But thank you for watching and sticking around for this project. Please remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any painting techniques or anything like that, if you've done anything like this before and you've got any techniques that might be helpful, let me know what they are. I definitely learned a lot while doing this one. The main thing I learned was do not let Bert anywhere near a roller. It's no good for anybody. So, all right, until next time.